Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. When you're seeing this video, it means the Pacific Northwest was released yesterday on the Mod Hub. So if you've been waiting to get it and didn't know it was on there, it's on there. You can now play the Pacific Northwest at your will. It's available for, obviously for PC, Mac, and wait, did I say Mac? Is it available for Mac? I think so. I'll just say console and PC right now. It should be available for Mac as well, I do believe. But anywho, it's a Saturday. Bill and I have been talking back and forth. He's found a lot of investors, which means we have a lot of equipment. And I'll go over in detail what is actually going on here. Because like I said, me and Bill have been in contact quite a bit. Mr. Bill Buck. He's not here because it's Saturday. He's taking the day off to be with his family, so... The truck that we got to ride around in is going to be ours to travel around in when we're here. And you can see, he said some equipment is still at the shop because it's been coming in slowly but surely. Some equipment and placeables but pens have been put down as well. So, yes, where should we start? I think we'll start, we'll travel over what we got for land. Let's start with that. So the land that we're going to start with, not many fields really, a couple fields down here. So we got the biogas plant, and we got these 3 fields right here. Obviously we had to buy this field because it comes with this placeable here. We got the forest down here, and there's only one reason for that is because, well, my little log cabin's down there, but we'll get to that in a second. We had the placeable over here, and you can see we got some placeables here. We own this one field here, and up here we just basically own, this is one field because it got the placeables. This field here because this is where the original farm is, and these 2 lots right here. That's all we're going to start with. So we own the forest down here because this is, no, I don't want to sell. Let me get out of that. This is going to be my home. My log cabin. My little log cabin. And we actually got this wood from the placeable area where the cow shed is. And the reason why my home is here, because, well, when we get up to where the original farm is, we'll get into detail with that. But the logs came from the cow shed. And so here's the cow shed that we were doing in the preview Let's Play. With our little garage over here. We'll go over some of the equipment that we already have. So here is our Big X forage harvester to make chaff from corn. This is a wood chipper. I forgot who gave me the link for this. I want to say it was Storefern. Is it Storefern? Is that your name? Or is it Storefern or Storefirm? While you're out there, you know what it is. Big thumbs up to you. This came in handy. He gave this to me a long time ago. I think when we were cutting down trees at our farm, or Mercury Farms. I think he mentioned that. The reason why I wanted that is because I had to get rid of the trees like this, where the cow barn is. And the tree harvester will not cut down these trees. So then I got a wood chipper, and now I haven't used a wood chipper since FS15, and now I remember why, because wood chippers suck. So basically what that thing does, if you just take that wood chipper right there and come right up to the tree, and the tree's gone, stump and all, and the wood chips, this little thing has a storage in it. It's pretty cool. It has some storage in it, and then you can just drive over and put it into a trailer like this. I've already made one trip to the sawmill, but the money doesn't matter right now. So yeah, I got a lot of wood chips there. So I cut down 4 trees. That's how I get rid of the trees, but I'm saying we got rid of the trees and built a log cabin with it. So here is our cow pasture, cow pen area. I made a little bit of a road, or excuse me, Bill in the town made a road for us to come into here. So that's where our cows would go. We do have a tree harvester. I wasn't going to get the tree harvester right away, but then when I realized the cow pasture is that big and I need to get rid of some trees, I bought the tree harvester and, of course, our auto-loading logging trailer. But obviously, I didn't get really a chance to use that. Let's hop on over, since we're down here, over to the BGA. And here is our Total Mix Rations mixer. A good place for it because silage would be here. So we just got to bring the grass and hay here. And you're probably thinking, Peanut, where's the haymaker? I'll get to that. The haymaker really would not fit in here. And since the pig pasture couldn't fit where the cow pasture is, that's why we bought the other placeable. So here is our loading wagon. So instead of using the belt like we have been a lot, we're going to be using a, did I say loading wagon? Wheel loader. It's a modded wheel loader, but it's just the paint scheme that you can change. And for some reason, I just stuck with the color it came with. So, yeah, this bucket will hold, I believe, 10,500 liters. So, yeah, that'll be taking silage from there, bringing it over here. I don't know. I would assume I can dump the silage straight into there. So, yeah, the town has been rather busy building up the farm and getting the stuff together that I need to run this farm. And once we get going and start doing some farming stuff today, I'll get into more detail what's actually going on. So, yeah, we own these 3 fields here, but just like I showed before when I came to visit, all of our fields are withered. Yeah, so these 3 fields here that we own, withered, withered, withered. We got grass and a cultivated field. So, yeah. Oh, this field over here is cultivated. It's not withered. There's nothing in it. So what else do we got here? Let's head over to this placeable area. So I hem and hawed over this pig barn, or hog barn as they call it. And I decided to give it another try and put it over here because over there it wasn't on flat terrain. So I'm wondering now, since we're on even ground, I wonder if we'll be able to see the straw in there. We put it in there. So I'm going to give it another try. I didn't like the looks of it at nighttime, but like I said, we don't really work that much at night. But this pen, you know, I just want to try different things. I tried looking for really good pig pastures, pig barns. The one I really liked, but then again, we couldn't get no trailers in there. So, yeah, I'll have to see how this goes here. I can always change it in the future, but right now the town is pretty well set on having this here. So, yeah, you saw that. So here we stuck the haymaker. Or they stuck the haymaker right next to the pig barn. That's why we own the spaghetti field right behind here, because that's going to be our grass field. And here is our pig food mixer. So this over here is where we put our sugar beet, cereal crop, oilseed crop, and corn. I had to think about that for a second. And that's where the pig food will come out. And of course, then we just have to come over here and feed the pigs. I don't mind that all the animal pastures and things and placeables are not next to each other. That's fine. So down here we do have our big M. So yeah, he's probably going to be about the only machine that just stays over here because this will be our grass field. Let's come up here to the main farm. Yeah, so remember when we came for a visit, the house doors were wide open. Well, some animals moved in and made a mess of the place, so the town decided just to tear it down. The previous farmer that was here, they've been trying to get a hold of him. He just kind of up and left. So the house went into foreclosure. The town took the land back, and since the house was, they just tore it down. Same thing, there was a barn here, a whole bunch of raccoons moved in, so that is gone. The sheds are all fine. The equipment is kind of still here, some of it. Those 3 things, the harvester, they sold. So let's come down here. The silo is still there. So we got a Voltra, and I didn't quite get the front loader paint scheme. Well, maybe it's close enough. So the Voltra is up here. He's going to be kind of cleaning out the sheep and the chickens, which we'll get to in a second. He also should have a pallet fork, but that's down at the store. Yes, we got a T8 up here. The T8 is going to be the tractor that kind of does everything up here, the plowing, the seeding, and whatnot. And I stuck with the Masher harvester. I wasn't going to get a John Deere, but I do like the fact that the Masher harvester, you don't need a header trailer for it. And plus, harvesting at 6 miles an hour is not my thing anymore, so When you're trying to record videos and ramp up some speed, yeah. So we got this harvester here. No corn is going to be harvested up here. It's all going to be cereal crop and or whatever this header can cut down. So not sunflowers, but soybeans and canola as well. So we're going to be making straw and stuff up here. So let's head on over. I'm hitting M. That's for a different game. Head on over here. Oh wow! I'm in the famous chicken. I don't want to say famous. No, I'm trying to get. I'm like, why am I so high? That's the wrong door. That's for the chickens to get out. Peanut. I know. Can I get out, please? Let's shut that door so the chickens can't come through. It's a little snug in here. Let me out. Can I not open the doors from... Really? I can't open the doors from the inside. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, sheep pen. So this mod just came out the other day, and I don't have their name in front of me that made it. But this is a sheep pasture. It's a little bit on the big side. I forgot how many it holds. But the one thing it does do, but it doesn't really matter for us because we use the pallets. The pallets here, I think it said it holds 27 pallets. So when the wool starts to spawn here, it'll hold 27 pallets. And you can store pallets up here. A whole bunch of things to do. So, yep, there's the sheep. This is the animal dialogue. I'm like, what? Is that straw here? Do I have to bring straw for the sheep? I was like, I don't think so. But there is the sheep. It actually's got like a little manure thing. Do they drop manure? But here is the outside of the chicken coop, and I already got our pallets for the chickens ready to go. I know that trigger is going to be a little tricky. Here is our 48 flatbed Chevy pickup truck, or flatbed. No auto-loading trailer for the pallets. That's what the Vultra is going to do. It's going to load the pallets, put it on the back of this guy, and head on down to the spinnery, if you will. And actually, at the spinnery, I already brought it over. We'll hop on in. The town bought a forklift, so when I bring the flatbed down, we can use a forklift to get the pallets off. Because as we saw, the pallets won't sell off that flatbed. I got to take them off the flatbed just enough for the wool to sell there. So what else do we have here? I think I pretty much showed you quite a bit about everything. As you know, some of our equipment is still coming in. Some of the things that maybe it's not, on our list that we haven't bought yet, but I think we need everything. Obviously, some things we are probably not going to use today, like the animal trailer, because we have absolutely nothing for the animals. We had no fields ready for harvest. We got our CR 1090 harvester, corn header, and regular header to do all the things. The stump grinder, of course, I thought I was going to have to get rid of the stumps where the cow barn is. But that little one, I think it's called a one-and-all grinder, does everything well for us. We got a few more pieces of equipment over here. I had to move it off the lot over there because we ran out of space. Our stuff was coming in, and the dealership called them and says, can you please take some of your stuff out of here so we can take more of your stuff in? So we have the Mercury Farms Alien Gym seed hut and fertilizer hut. I always forget which one's which. I think that's the fertilizer hut, and this would be the seed hut. So what we need to do, and what we have for equipment over here, we have our beet harvester, the Tiger 2. Of course, I went black with orange because, it's a Tiger. Come on. There's our sugar beet header, this sugar beet. Our loading wagon, Case tractor, Quadratech. How you doing, sir? The Stara Seedrill, modded by Stevie, and of course the Fent 1000. So we're going to hop right into the Fent. I think you heard me rambling on quite a bit. Let's go ahead and actually start getting some of our fields situated here. We are running the DEF mod, DEF fuel. I'm really hoping there's a modder out there that's creating a fuel tank that does, well, I forgot with the Seedrill, which I've been playing with on Hawke's Bay, that you cannot really make turns with this thing. And I don't know why I'm trying to do a different turn like it's going to matter. But I was trying to say here, the fuel the fuel tank. I was hoping someone would come up with a fuel tank that does diesel fuel and DEF fuel at the same pump. But right now we don't need DEF fuel at all. All of our tractors are fine. But we're going to fill this guy up with, yes, fertilizer. So the reason why the cash situation isn't quite settled, because we still got to buy our animals. I still got to put a couple more placeable downs, like a few silos, some repair. No, I can leave that open, Peanut. Some repair shops, wash shops. So, and any more equipment that I may need. So hopefully, and why not? There we go. But that trigger is kind of weird. So I already got set for grass. We're going to go over to where the grass field is going to be. So like I said, all of our fields are pretty much withered. The fields down here, the good news for us is, so we own, like I said, this field and these 3 fields here. Wait, that's the wrong button. So we turn off everything. None of our fields down here need to be plowed. I need to do some plowing up here. None of our fields down here need to be limed. Fertilizer and weeding doesn't matter because we're not at that stage. When we seed, it's going to fertilize and get rid of any weeds that are there. So let's head on over to the bridge. So the report on the town, the way it's going to be is once we finally get... Oh wow, hopefully no cars are coming. And I almost guarantee a car is going to come over this bridge when I go over. So the way it's going to be once we get our money situation going, we're pretty much going to have probably... No, you can't. Okay, we made it. Didn't even take down the stop sign. So back to the money situation. I'll probably leave, once we get everything situated, I'll leave $1 million in our bank account. And our loan will be $51 million. That's what we're going to do. That's what the town's going to owe back on its investors. That's how bad it's going to be. And really, it's not as bad as it sounds. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. Just by doing it in Hawke's Bay, it's not that bad. And this is going to be like a long series, probably maybe 100 episodes. Somewhere in that vicinity. And yes, it may take a little bit longer because we are also going to be playing on hard mode. Wait, I do have this on hard mode right before you. Yes, hard mode. So economy difficulty is on hard. So there is our grass field. I'm using the same settings as I do on all my maps now, which is fuel usage. I'm going to leave on low just for now. All the helpers are turned off and buying stuff. Crop destruction's on, plant withering. I just want to leave that on until we get our field set, because I think if I turn this off, those fields might... I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll have to leave this on until we take care of our fields. It's part of the storyline. Stick with it. Periodic plowing is on. Lime. Weeds is on. Autosave always. Anything else? None of this really matters, really. And yeah, that is about it. So while we are finally getting some crops going, yes, we got some grass going so we can make some hay, so we can buy some sheep. That does remind me, we need to spend a little bit of cash. Let's go in here. Is it under animals? Animals. So we need some tankers. Obviously, we need a blue tanker for water. Yep, Michelin. So it doesn't matter how much money we spend. Like I said, our money... Did I buy that? Yes, I did. I had no clue. So our money situation, we're just going to start with a $50 million loan to pay off with $1 million in our bank account. No, I was right where I wanted to be. Come on, Peanut, stick with it. Same trailer, but we need one for slurry. Is slurry gold? Sure, why not? Michelin tire standard, so slurry. Because the cows and the pigs. No, stay in there, Peanut. Wait, this does do just... Yes, does all that. Okay, so I want to make sure. So now we need one for milk does the body good. Do I want metallic? Chrome. I don't see no difference between chrome and white, really. I'll tell you what, we'll go with this for our milk truck. Michelin tires, fine, it's good, it's all good. I ran out of space at the dealership, so yeah, we will get there at some point. Let's head on up here. Not into our Voltra. Got to start getting these fields prepped. So a lot of our equipment does have GPS on it. And Bill did say, you know, I have the run of the farm pretty much. I'm in charge of the farm. Blah, blah, blah. So if I need more stuff, just go ahead and buy it. Get the farm up and going. But the good news is we got some of the town residents will help us out because they really had no jobs until the farm gets going, because all the places that we sell to require, well, stuff that we sell. Alright, so let's go ahead and unfold this, because all of the fields up here need to be plowed on our withered fields. So the way we're going to do it, I told Bill when I came back to at least get the farm up and going. We're going to be here through Wednesday, so in other words, meaning on my YouTube channel, it used to be Mercury Farms on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and the Pacific Northwest was on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But I can't travel back and forth like that. That's too much. So what we're going to do is the Pacific Northwest will be videos will be out on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Then we'll fly back to Mercury Farms on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And of course, Sunday is the special of Hawke's Bay, of yeah, that little thing, just running around trying to pay off that $20 million loan. So crop destruction is working. So also what we're going to do in this map, as you see, obviously we're plowing it. We do have the horse seed roll, of course. The T8 and the horse seed roll go hand in hand for me. But anytime I plow a field, I'm not going to direct drill it. So we do have a cultivator that's going to go around and take care of some things. Like I said, this Let's Play is not going to be like Hawke's Bay with it, you know, a big loan to pay off and just run around. We're going to really take our time on this map. Try to do a lot of the work ourselves, but obviously at first, until we get some of our fields situated, we will be hiring some help here and there, but I'm not going to have like 6 harvesters going at once, and we're just going to have big equipment for the southern part and semi-big for the northern part, if that makes any sense. So we get these 2 fields here, this one that we're in and the one across the way going. So what we need to do is put some wheat down for the chickens so we can buy some chickens. And let's see, I'm trying to figure out, so I got 3 fields down below. 2 of them are going to be corn. So I need to make some chaff so we can start making some silage, and also I need to get some corn so we can start making some pig food for the animals. And we're not going to buy the animals until we have some food for them. So it's going to be a couple days before we can buy animals. I may have, the town said there might be some stuff in the silo. So, but we'll just wait until we harvest our own crops. I don't know if that crop is any good or not, how long it's been in there. So probably the best thing to do is just go in there and get rid of it all. So we do have some sheds up here, but like I said, I got to put down a few more placeables. So it might be an episode or 2 before we, in the upper right hand corner, we get the money situation all taken care of. But before we start harvesting, and we'll just have to go ahead and buy our animals. Our animals won't die anyway, so it'll be like a couple episodes. If we don't have the food by then, we'll just buy the start-up animals, if you will. That way it comes out of that money, then we can start our loan. But the animals won't die because we don't play with seasons. The seasons is not out yet. But when season does come out, this map was, you could play seasons on this map in FS17. So when 19 comes out and the map authors know what seasons required to get the map seasons ready, I'm pretty sure he'll make this seasons capable, which I don't think it's going to be much of a... I'm not going to say nothing because I don't know how that all goes. But I'm pretty sure he's going to try to make this seasons capable. And we'll probably switch over into seasons when that comes out, which will change the game dramatically in many ways. So like I said, right now, this will be like I'm here for 4 days before I fly back to Mercury Farms and get back on our own farm. As for my payment here, I think it's going to be something like we did on Ravenport, where when it's all said and done, maybe we'll get like 10%, which won't be much because, you know, I'm here just to help Bill out. And really, we got to pay off that big debt. And by the time we finally do pay off that debt, the farm, you know, isn't going to have that much money. It's just going to have value in land and equipment. So not a lot of land to start off with, but we can eventually get there. But I want to start out small. I didn't want to start off like we did in Hawke's Bay, where I got so many fields that you just can't keep up with everything. And we're going to try to do most of the work, like I said, not even an auto-loading trailer for our pallets. So yeah, I'm going to struggle with the Valtra with a pallet fork and get the pallets for the eggs and the wool all moved around. But I do have to buy some wool pallets and bring them on up here. And honestly, I think I can fit about 12 pallets in the back of that flatbed. 48 flatbed. So not too bad. So obviously immediately once our seed roll down in the grass field gets done, I want to collect him and bring him over to these 3 fields down below us here. I think we're gonna put sugar beet in 1 field just to get some sugar beet harvested and bring that over to the pig food mixer, and then 2 fields of corn so we can get some chaff and some corn for the pigs. See, unfortunately, at the beginning, it's going to be a lot of harvesting and not selling because we got to get food going. But let's get rid of all these. One thing I don't know with withered crops, because I've never done this before. So field 20 has no fertilization in it. When I plow this quote-unquote crop into the ground, does that count as fertilization? One wonders. So the other 2 fields that we own over there, one is grass and another one is just cultivated. I'm going to merge those fields together. And I'll probably... I think all these fields we may just start off with wheat altogether. Actually, I could put an oilseed crop in those 2 fields over there to kind of help out the pig food production. So we may do that. I think 2 fields of wheat to start off with is going to be more than enough. So do we get... No, so I don't get nothing from plowing and withered crops into the field. Well, I'm going to do a little bit more plowing here. When I get done, I'll bring it back and we'll probably go down and grab the Fendt tractor, the Fendt Vario 1000, and head on over to the other 3 fields and get him going ahead and seeding those fields up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a grass field, kind of. It will be, but it's planted. It's ready to go. So in a couple days, we should have tons of grass to bring to our haymaker. And I kind of forgot that about the seed roll. Almost tipped over. Didn't quite. You're going to fit through there. Somehow you did, and I didn't take down the stop sign. But we will have to fertilize the grass field, obviously. The more, the better. And of course there's tons of traffic coming up here, but they sneak through. And I sneak through. Why is everyone turning up this road? Go elsewhere. Ah, traffic. Well, there goes one stop sign. No! Is that possible? So the only thing about the traffic on this map, because he has them going faster, they don't stop in time, obviously. Don't. You, oh, why? No, you stay there, dude. Stay. There we go. I think. So while we're here, let's go ahead and top off our Seadrill, because he's going to be rather busy. Am I in the trigger? Where is the trigger for this thing, man? It's like way in the back. There it goes. So I didn't finish plowing that field, so we got 2 fields up there that are plowed. They need to be cultivated now. But we're going to hold off on that because we need to put down some more placeables up, because I have the only 2 placeables I have are right here, really, for refilling seed and fertilizer. There we go, get off that. Alright, so I said I need 2 corn and sugar beet. Yeah, that's right. We're going to put sugar beet in this field, because I'm pretty sure this field's going to need to be plowed at some point. So let's go ahead and put sugar beet into it. And then that way next time I'll be able to plow it, because I'm plowing those fields up there today. So I bought 2 of those plows actually, one for up there, one for down here. So what do you mean you completed your task? I don't think so, sir. Let's get you going. Why do you think you're done? Is it because there's a crop here? Is that what you're getting confused about? Because there's a crop in the field? Alright, well, we'll see this ourselves, I guess. Won't take too long. It's not that big of a field. But the good news is for us, we should get a good amount of sugar beet for us. So we need to put down a silo over at the hog barn. That's what that mod is called, the hog barn. For the reason that pig food mixer can hold 100,000 liters of everything. So if I get more than 100,000 liters of sugar beet, I need to put it somewhere. So a harvester would be a silo would be a good thing for over there. And I don't know how much the haymaker can hold, but we'll take out. Yeah, so we'll be making hay over there. Then the hay has to come over to the BGA where we make Total Mix rations, so I can store all the hay over there. I won't be storing hay up in the northern part where the sheep are. When we need hay, we'll just have to bring it up there, which is not that big of a deal. Because once you top off your animals, they should be good for 10 days, I do believe. So I was kind of hoping while this guy was seeding this field that we'd be putting down some placeables up in the northern parts, the smaller fields. Okay, I'm just curious here since you're going along. Nope, he does not. I don't think he wants to seed with crops in the field. Alright, like I said, it won't take us too long. I'm just curious as to why. I thought maybe because I was on the edge of a field and it was confused, but no. That's because there's crop in the field. So that means I'm going to have to seed the other 2 fields as well, more than likely. So I'll probably do that in between episodes, just seed them on up. So it's just going to be corn in both of those fields. Like I said, one's going to be for harvesting and bring it to the pig food mixer, and the other one will be for chaff for the BGA. So let me finish up this field. I'll bring you back, and we'll put down some placeables around that we kind of need. Well, I'm not quite sure what happens there, but I can hire a worker for this field. So yeah, we got a worker planting some corn down. Our sugar beet is in. Let's go ahead and head on up to this farm, Lime Station, if you will. So what we need to do is I need to find some place to put down Yes, some refill points. And probably being out of the way is we'll come over here and put those over here if we can. Should be able to... Is that under miscellaneous? Where is your seed hut? That's the last place where I put a placeable, so it's going to put me down there. Where are we here? Over here. Wait, that's the gas station. Oh, wow. Okay, I need to go over here. And right here is good. Kind of. Rotate this around. Let's see here. Somewhere right about there. Let me get that up and do Control E. No, don't need to go down that low. I think right there may be good. If I mess up, we'll just sell it and do it over. Doesn't like it there. The object cannot be purchased. Please try again. Is it because I'm sticking too far out or too close over the edge here? Alright. Okay, how about this then? We can put them over here, which kind of makes more sense. See if I can line it up with that shed there. Yeah, I'm glad I thought it was pretty close, but it's not close at all. Alright. There we go. That's not too bad. So now we go in there. Back into miscellaneous. There's a seed hut. Now we need a fertilizing hut. Put some space in between it because when it terraforms, if I'm not quite level, then it's going to make a big dip between them. And I don't want to do that. We can always smooth it out. We can go there. There we go. Nice little smooth incline. And we'll go around later on as well and repaint or re-terraform, if you will. The other thing I want to put down, miscellaneous. Yes, the washing stations. And I kind of like this stone look here. I thought about going red, but I mean, it is an American map. Should I go red? No, because I picked a cow pasture as this color as well. So, yeah, we're going to go this color here. Now, the one thing I don't know about... Well, we're going to find out how to do it. So, Alien Gym, I do like it that you got to build it. Which basically means just click a button. But I don't know which way the front is and where the side is. I think we'll put this up here. No regrets. No regrets. Alright, let's go up and build this thing. It's one thing I like about Alien Jim's mods. I mean, he goes above and beyond in making a mod. Oh, let me guess. It's going to be a drive-through this way? Did anyone see how I placed that down? Alright, give me a second here. Let's go in the garage. Yeah, it needs to be placed the other way. Where's the last thing? Washing station, cell. Now the problem is, I don't know which way I was actually facing because I wasn't paying attention like an idiot. Let's try this again. And watch me put it up the same way. Alright, so the working tab is facing that way, so I want it to face like a so. And now I know, let's lining up with a fence, make sure I'm even Steven. And that's not too bad. We'll put it right there because there's a tree behind us, so I want to be able to curve on out. There we go. This is going to be better. So smaller equipment can go through here, but the hose can come out for bigger equipment if it doesn't fit in there. So now I do need a working station. Miscellaneous. Back into workshop shed. So the same situation here. I'm not sure which way is what. I don't see the wheel that tells me which way is which. It's always fun when trying to do this and you don't know. I don't know why, but I feel like I want to place it like this. No. Let's have it the way it was. Oh, there's the wheel. I see it now. I don't know why I couldn't see it before, but I just saw the wheel. So that should be the front. Uh-oh. It may be actually protruding into the other one. Actually, it did... Well... Is that a door I should be able to get into? Yeah, that's fine. That's just the way I kind of want it. So you can drive into here, repair, and back on out. I don't need it to be drive-through, but it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. But I kind of like the way the setup. I did want the walls to blend into one another, and somehow I lined that up perfectly on the first try. But I did not know it was a drive-through, but that's fine. I can deal with it this way. I mean, if I don't like it, I have time to think about it in between episodes, and I may move it and leave it as a drive-through. But we do have a storage here, and I'm sure this door would have opened. I think there might be a door there. Yeah, looks like there is a door there, but that's fine. That will work out. So we have a workstation up here, a wash station, refill points. The gas station is right over here, right next to the animal pens. So I don't need a gas pump for up here. The only thing I may need is a def pump, which I do believe I have that mod. Yeah, def pump. It's the same as a gas pump, but still $5,000. I'm hoping someone comes up with this diesel pump where you can do diesel and def fuel from the same pump. That would be great. But I've been using the def mod a little bit at Mercury Farms, and the def fuel doesn't go down that much, so we got time to think about how to do that. So there is that and that. So how this guy is, he's already done there, so let's come on down here. Start him up. We got plenty of seed and fertilizer. He's going to get on over there. So basically what we're also doing is, as we're running this farm and we're hiring... Well, you got a little bit of weeds and stuff still growing there. Let's take care of that. So we're kind of training some people in town here when they go work for us. And hopefully when we get the loan paid off and everything else settled and we buy all the fields back. So that's kind of our goal, is to pay off the big loan that we're going to have and also buy all the fields back to the town. Hopefully we can have trained someone by then to know how to run the farm, and we can be on our merry way, if you will. You didn't get all the weeds, but that's okay. That's fine, dude. It's not bad for your first day on the job. And I'm actually thinking... Okay, so I can hire a worker for this field as well? Cool. We are going to keep withering on. I'll try it out. Something I've never really done. we'll just have to keep on our toes. I don't like to work at night, so that would be a problem if I can't keep up with harvesting the fields after we start getting a few more. Like I said, right now we don't have that many fields. But in the future, if we start getting too many fields and I can't do all the work that I like to do during the videos, then we may have to turn withering off. But right now, we will leave it on. So what I want to do, like I said, we need to come on down here. Time to buy some more stuff. We're going to put a silo in down here. I don't know where yet. That should be the one that I want, right? Yeah, that's going to be the one I want. Details. And of course you bring me up here. I don't know why Farm Sim does that. It always brings you to where you put your last placeable, then you go purchase and places, and it brings you right to where you put your last one down. So I think... Let's see, if I want it to drive through... Where is... Trying to figure out how to do this. I'm trying to put it down to where I'm using all my space in a good way. I think I want to do it here, honestly. If I do it correctly. Let's see, it's going to be like right about here-ish. That's where I feed the pigs. Yep, my mind's going here, isn't it? Or if I put it right in between, I could always just drive through everything. Well, if I don't like it the way it is, I can always change it, right? I was thinking... Okay, yeah, that one... Yep. Ooh, wait a minute. Is this door... No, that door is something I can't go in anyways. I'm like, don't know. So this is where we feed the pigs and clean them up. So I got plenty of room there. Perfect. I was trying to figure out how to do the drive-through because you never know, there's going to be like more mods coming out with placeables, and I want to make sure I can place them down and around in here. So I want to make sure it's all good. So we do have a water tanker here to refill up to feed give the pigs some water. So they got their pig food. This is where we feed them. The haymaker, the pig food mixer, the silo for... So, like, if I get too much grass from that grass field, I think this can only hold 100,000 liters. We can put it into the silo and feed the haymaker when needed. And if I don't have time to run the hay from here, if I'm in a rush, I don't want to run it all the way to the BGA, which is really not that far. I can always just stick it in the silo for the time being. And also, if our pig food mixer is overfilled, I could always just put it into a silo here, so we're good there. As for a silo at the BGA, I don't think I really want one there or need one there right now, so we'll hold off on that. But I think this placeable area is kind of set for now. So we got a grass field seeded, sugar beet, corn going in here. It's getting rid of the weeds, which is good. So these two fields are pretty much set to go. So the one last thing we're going to do in this episode, and we'll continue off where we were in the next episode. This is why I can't buy stuff, because I got too much stuff here. We're going to hop into our personal pickup truck. I don't think... Nope, that's a 3-point linkage. There's no hitch point. I don't think this truck will hitch to that anywhere. Nope. This truck will hitch up to just regular hitches, like this. Yep. I'm just curious. This get turned on fertilizer. I can actually use. There's no PTO shaft in that truck. But it's gonna. It would allow me to. It says turn on fertilizer spreader, but it's not turning on. I don't know if it won't because there's nothing in there. Yeah, so anywho, let's unhitch that. There we go. So I'll have to grab the T8, bring the T8 down here, we'll grab the cultivator, and we'll bring that on up and start cultivating a field, so give me just a moment. Well, this cultivator may be just a little bit too big for the T8, even though we got 435 horsepower. Yeah, it's slowing it down quite a bit. We should be cultivating, I think, at 12 miles an hour because it's a modded cultivator. So, yeah. But I'll get it done. I probably should have just... I may bring the case tractor up here and do it next episode, because I need to go back down with a T8 anyways to get the horse seedrill. And yep, we are using GPS. Yeah, this is a little bit too much for the T8, so I probably should just bring the case tractor up here. Or I think the Fendt may have a little bit more horsepower. I think that might have 510. I think this requires 410 horsepower for the cultivator, but we have 425, but then again, those are just some rough numbers. So yeah, we got our fields kind of turned over, so it's going to be for a while where we're not going to sell any crops. All the crops we're making is going to be to prep for the animals. We need straw. We need, well, you know the process to make food for the animals. We need all that stuff. And it's going to take a while to build it up, and then we need to buy the animals. So yeah, we're not going to have any money coming in at all for a while. So I got to rethink the money situation over, because I know on Hawke's Bay, with a $20 million loan, I was paying pretty close to $56,000, $57,000 a night on $20 million. So on $50 million, it's going to be pretty close to $60,000 a night on interest payments. So that's going to add up rather quickly. So yeah, I think I know what I might be doing. So I think at the beginning of the next episode, even though we won't have the animals yet, I think the money situation, the upper right hand corner, we're not going to have the 93 million, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Basically, in all honesty, with the way I started this map, now this is a different Pacific Northwest map compared to the preview map I've been playing on. So basically, I gave us $100 million, because I want to see how much money I spent on fields and equipment. And as you can see, you know, it's not, you know, we're just going to say $7 million is what I spent on equipment and fields. So yeah, but you know, to make it more fun, that's why I'm saying the town's going to owe $50 million. So yeah, the loan's going to be 50, but I think the loan's actually going to be probably like 55 million, because we're going to have $5 million in our bank account. So that way it gives us money to buy animals and some more equipment. So I still got to buy like a slurry spreader, the milk tanker. I mean, yeah, it's not going to cost us $5 million for all this stuff, but yeah, it'll just be more in the ballpark of where we need it to be. Unlike this T8, it's in the ballpark of where it needs to pull this cultivator, but it's not strong enough. So either the case or the Fendt, and probably use the case tractor, because that has 1,000 horsepower, so that's more than enough to cultivate these fields. So I may have the case tractor cultivate the fields because we need to plow and convert those fields over next episode. I'm just kind of waiting. We're just kind of waiting for the Fent to finish planting some corn down there. In a couple days, we'll start. Yeah, we'll start the process of, making some food. Like I said, we'll probably even buy the animals because I don't have to worry too much about the animals dying. We're not playing seasons, so they can just sit there, and they can just sit there with no food for a while. Thank you for the update. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's pretty much where we stand. But we are starting on the farm, so yeah, we'll be staying on the Pacific Northwest Monday through Wednesdays. Mercury Farms Thursday through Saturday, and the Funzy Let's Play of Hawke's Bay on Sunday. And that's what we're doing. So yeah, just putting the episodes in a row like that kind of sticks more in the role play that we're kind of doing here of helping on a farm. So like I said, flying back and forth from one farm to the other every other day, kind of like we were doing the episodes before, kind of seems more realistic to stay here 3 days, fly back to Mercury Farm for 3 days, and then Sunday at Mercury Farm we kind of rest up, if you will, in the role play that we're doing. So Sunday is kind of like an off day in this little Let's Play series. But yet we're pretty much on the go now here at the Pacific Northwest. I know a lot of you people out there were very interested and couldn't wait for the map to come out. I had a feeling when I did the last episode, since it was in testing for so long, I'm thinking, okay, Giants is really not finding anything wrong with it. That's why they keep testing it to make sure. So I was thinking that's why I started episode 1 of setting up this roleplay series. And thinking, well, by the time the end of the week comes, I'm thinking it might pass. I took a gamble, and I guess it paid off. But a lot of you people out there, I'm pretty sure console players as well, were happy to get this. I know some of you wanted to play the map in 17, but in 17 this map was only available on PC. But now it's available to you on console as well. Yeah, this T8 is not quite strong enough for this cultivator. Yeah, so I definitely need the something different, a little more horsepower. Let's go ahead and turn that off. But we'll go ahead and just park up here in the farm area for a bit. So yeah, we're going to put down a few more placeables here and there for sure. Yeah, that's plenty big enough to drive anything in here. I need to come in here because customize the rims should be orange because I'm going orange rims on all of them. Oh wait, I did not hit. Man, I did not hit customize. 300 because I didn't paint it originally. All right, that's fine. Orange rims for the win. Let's go ahead and park it on down here. And now I got to reset all my settings again. There we go. So we got a lime spreader up here, a lime spreader down there, a plow up here, a plow down there. A couple of tractors up here to do the work up here. A lot of tractors down there. You get the drift. And there, all of our fields down here are set to go. Just got to fertilize a couple of them. So I don't have a fertilizer spreader yet. We do have a sprayer, so I may just I'll have to figure out. I may have to buy 2 of these like I did in Hawke's Bay, or I could just keep unloading one. But for now, not too much of a rush. So yeah, next episode we'll plow these 2 fields together, and I may do wheat in all of them just because we need the straw. Straw would be good. We're going to need it for the pigs, the cows, the total mix rations. Sheep do not need straw. No, that's it. Yeah. So, but we need straw. Of course, our hay for the sheep, the cows right here, and of course the pig food. We're got some corn and sugar beet started. So yeah, it's a process. It's a start. It's a start. And on Monday, we might even hear from Bill Buck because he'll be back to work on Monday. He didn't really know I was going to be here on Saturday. I came a little bit early to get started, so he might be in for a surprise. I told him I'd be here Monday, and he was telling me about some of the stuff. That's why I knew about it. So here's our silo here. We'll be putting stuff in here shortly, hopefully, in a day or so. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the map. I know I'm going to. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.